All right, let's talk about that feeling. You know the one, that incredible, almost magical sense of being perfectly in sync with yourself when everything just clicks. We're going to break down the architecture of what it really means to be deeply, truly aligned.
So, let's start with a feeling I think we've all had. Have you ever gone through a day, or maybe even just a moment, where you feel, well, just a little off? Like you're not quite living in your own skin, or what you're doing just doesn't line up with who you feel you are inside. It's such a common thing, but man, it can be deeply unsettling.
Well, it turns out there's actually a name for that feeling of inner peace we're all looking for. It's called congruence. And just understanding this one idea, it can be a total game changer.
Now, if you look it up in the dictionary, congruous just means being in agreement or harmony. When different parts fit together perfectly, and you get this sense of wholeness. But what does that really mean when we talk about our own lives?
This quote, this just gets right to the heart of it all, doesn't it? It's about that deep internal handshake. That moment when your inner truth, what you value, what you believe, finally lines up with your outer reality, your actions and your day-to-day life. And right there, in that quiet space, that's where peace just pulls up a chair and sits with you.
So what does it actually feel like when your inner and outer worlds finally meet? Well, it's described as this profound sense of calm and clarity. There's no nagging internal debate, no second-guessing yourself. Your life just flows. It has a rhythm.
And, this sense of self, it doesn't just appear overnight. It's a whole process. The source material uses these beautiful metaphors, like a jigsaw puzzle you're slowly piecing together your whole life, or like wind patiently carving away at rock, shaping your core values until they're just right. It's a natural, ongoing evolution.
And here is the absolute key to the whole thing. True alignment isn't about hoping the world never challenges you. Come on, the world is always going to throw stuff your way. The real magic happens when you stop questioning your own values. It's about having this deep, internal certainty about who you are.
But what happens when we go against that inner certainty? That's when we get what's called an internal fluctuation. It's that jarring, uncomfortable feeling that doesn't come from the outside world, but from our own actions creating a temporary disconnect inside of us.
Just look at this contrast. It's so powerful. On one side, when you're aligned, there's a natural calm, a rhythm to everything. But when you're misaligned, whoa, that calm is gone, replaced by this nagging discomfort. Your actions feel clunky, like they lack rhythm, and you're basically in a state of conflict with yourself. It's a feeling you just can't ignore.
Okay, so feeling that discomfort isn't the end of the story. Not at all. It's actually a signal. And we're given a really practical process for how to navigate these moments and, find our way back to that state of alignment. The approach is actually pretty simple. It's just 2 steps. First up, write it out. Seriously. Just acknowledge the feeling is there and accept that it's not going to last forever. It's temporary. And second, ring it out. You've got to actively process that feeling. For the author of our source, that means hitting the gym, a way to physically work through that internal tension.
Now, this might sound a little bit backward, but these moments of inner conflict, they actually have a hidden advantage. They aren't just annoying problems you have to solve. They are really powerful opportunities for you to grow.
This right here, this captures the long-term benefit perfectly. Every single time you navigate one of those internal fluctuations, you're basically adding a new tool to your mental arsenal. You're learning about your boundaries, you're refining your values, and you're building the wisdom to handle whatever comes next even better. So, what's the end goal here? What does that true, unshakable alignment actually look like? Well, it's this simple, perfect picture. It's not about money, it's not about fame, it's about being so completely comfortable in your own skin that you can be barefoot, in your pajamas, just laughing freely in a sunlit kitchen, totally at peace with exactly who you are. And that really brings us to our final thought. I want to leave you with this one question to think about. Just reflect on those moments, whether they're big or small, where you feel that handshake between your inner voice and your outer life. When do you feel most like yourself?